into work, so I don't have my computer on me.
No problem. Like I said last week, this just to get. I'm going to say 2 things, and then I'll cut you loose and do whatever you need to do to advance the storyline. Thing number one, Margie's gonna stay in town for 2 weeks until the next prisoner transfer. She's instructed to her father to stay in town, and if he can't and she can't, look for the site. You probably know why.
Yep.
Like thing number two, obviously, you have an FBI agent that's on your site. You have a former Secret Service agent that's now joining your Secret Service scrap. So do from what you will.
Yeah, I
And I
will
have two
definitely.
people. You have 2 people on your side since the Secret Service agent can't exactly go back without getting fired and embarrassed. And let's just say this: you know how embarrassed he was because a girl literally just pretty much uh put a cloth over his head, knocked him out, took his clothes, and went with the president. Let's just say
Yeah.
this: remember how if you get dishonorably discharged, it's almost impossible to find work? Picture that, but
Yep.
20 times worse.
Oh yeah. And also,
Yeah.
I also need to borrow Jim Pan to help with an experiment, or not really an experiment, just to unlock its secrets to see if I could use it.
Right? And in that case, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and voice characters if I have to. Have fun.
Where are we starting? In one of our new bars?
No. Those are far away, man.
Yeah,
They're
we're
not in our CU tower.
To be fair, I wasn't here last session.
Yeah.
Neither.
You're chances are you're probably in Enzo's bar, so let me transfer
Yeah.
here.
And
Yeah,
she's
if-
still somewhere far away where she can't be grabbed by the king.
yeah. If Kiri, if me and you aren't doing anything, we're probably at Enzo's Tavern running the place, helping to run it until she gets back.
And I will ensure Mittens does what she can to be as a bodyguard to Emzo.
Emzo is away. She's on another continent right now as part of a caravan.
Well, when she does get back, Mittens will be very happy. Enzo will get a lot of licks from Mittens.
Yep. No, Mittens will probably decide, I want to stay with Emzo.
Yes.
She will be she thinks herself as a lap pony.
Because Emzo has good alcohol.
I guess we could start out. I'll just be in the kitchen helping out cooking.
I'm behind the bar as always.
And you know what? I'm gonna do this for the staff because they've been with us and been helping us out. Ty, I'm gonna be rolling a cooking check just to cook them a nice meal. Everyone a nice meal. So let me get my stats up and I can tell you what roll because I think it's a 15 in total. There we go. Yes, Ty, can you roll me a D20 plus 15, please?
29. Nice.
All right, 29. Everybody appreciates the food.
Yep. Good.
Yes, this is a thank you to all the staff, especially hearing everyone for helping out in Enzo's Tavern after the certain incident with a certain person.
The person who we probably have a photo of in the background that became a dartboard and is probably very torn up because there's dart, knives, and gunshots through the picture.
Somehow, yeah, there's just a single gunshot. Definitely wasn't me. Definitely wasn't. You have no proof.
Yep.
Alright. Well, there's like one more thing I'm gonna do. That involves Jim Pan's help. Jim Pan, I'm gonna talk to you, and basically, I need to recruit your services for a special project that's been going on. As you know, we ran into that assassin chick a while ago who could basically transform into anything.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to basically unlock its secrets so I could use it. The problem is, I don't have anyone, or I'm not well versed in anything magic at all. I was able to somewhat crack through it to where I can become humanoid shape, but that's it.
Okay.
Hopefully with your help, we'll be able to finally unlock the secrets to where hopefully I could use it properly, and this could just help me in my assassin or just bodyguard work a whole hell of a lot better.
Jag vill at least try.
What
Me.
does he need to roll, Ty?
Arcana.
Arcana?
So Arcana. 16. I have 16 in Arcana.
You could figure out that you could use it at least once a day. You can't exactly use it for the shape that's important.
Are we still only able to
It's still
use it
change
only
the
for
humanoid shape as the, but the shape part you only use once a day.
We'll have to keep working on this to hopefully crack it much more. Say we shovel this off to the side for a little bit, and we'll get back to it later, Jim Pan, because once we do fully unlock its capabilities, this is going to be a very powerful tool for us.
I go for it, or
And I think Seawall has stuff going on for him.
I think just continuing to just build more shit. That's just what I've been doing, just expanding and trying to get more people to join us. I mean, we've got places where we can send things like that. I mean, if I can, I'd like to try to make the Enigma machine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, engineering check time, I guess, or craft machinery, technically.
I think it'd be craft because this is like the first time you're ever making something.
Yep. Okay, where
Wait, you rolled a 16 as a 16 plus an Arcana.
no, I never rolled. I never rolled.
Oh, then roll.
I have.
I
I said I have 16 in Arcana.
Oh, roll then.
Yeah.
16.
Alright, I'll change my mind. You could use the shape-shifting tool whatever you want, but as a DM, I'm going to use it limited to 5 times a day. So you don't monkey stop my
I'm guessing.
But yeah,
I'm guessing Jim Pan got a really big number.
23.
Oh, yeah.
Was,
Alright.
well, like I said earlier, 20 is a magic number for unlocking this tool.
Alright. Well, I'll definitely inform Seawall, or actually no, inform William about this. Yeah, let him know that there is great progress done, and that we have we basically unlocked it, William. Of course, I could use it whenever or how many times, but game logic, only 5 times a day.
Yeah.
But
keep it within reason overall, you know.
Oh yeah. But we have finally cracked this, so our spying or my way of spying will be a lot more effective now. And especially staying hidden in plain sight.
But yeah, again, unlock it 5 times a day, and just be careful at walking into important figures, or if they're going to, or if you don't act like they're important figures, they're going to start getting suspicious. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't want to act like a sparrow and then magically Like, oh, look, there's a sparrow, and I say hello there in a normal human voice.
Ah,
But I think it's now time for William to see if he can make the Enigma machine.
yep. Have fun.
Okay, so 52.
I think whatever you're trying to do, you succeeded.
I don't know what I can say at that. Like, okay, 52.
We
That
now potentially have a way of making near perfectly secure communications. Because I need the Enigma machine. You need to know the code just so you can enter the stuff properly. So
Just make sure you don't start every message with "Hail William."
no, of course not. Yeah, the messages will always be shifted slightly.
What route system are we working on, or how many spools are we working with?
As many as I can shove in there. Look, I'm trying to make this thing like briefcase sized, so it's definitely not going to be small, but
Okay, so potentially, like 8 or 10 rotors.
Yeah, I put as many rotors in it as I can get away with. So, yeah, just make it a nightmare to try to manually decode these. Yeah.
Like, you guys know how the Enigma machine worked, right?
Oh yeah. It not only did it have multiple rotors, it also had those weird bypass things to make it even more complex.
Yeah, it also operated on like rote. I don't recall what the specific number was, but it was rote as well.
Yeah. So
like rote 13, that would be like.
Yep. And the thing is, it goes well with, and this thing works perfectly with beep code, basically Morse code, because it just changes the letters. It scrambles them in a sense. And we got all the basic stuff covered in that, so.
Well, so he's now made another new invention. Then my character's probably just going to be like, at this point, he's not even going to be surprised.
Why do I get the feeling?
52, I can't exactly say, "Oh no, you failed." No, it's like, okay, I can't do anything.
So we basically made our communications extremely secure now.
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling that somehow, if I had like some voice ID, it would be like Veb just belching, and somehow that's Veb ID confirmed.
So,
just like specific character things, like, oh, what's Veb's ID? Burp.
Would it have been higher if you rolled natural 20, and then that Enigma machine would be equivalent to a fingerprint lock.
Yeah, so basically I've got an extremely complex version of the Enigma just sitting on my desk now. And I've got the designs to build more of them.
You have the equivalency of a 1980s computer encryption.
No. Remember, this I can do a little bit of electrical, but I've only recently figured out electricity. So this is electromechanical.
So we're like in like so we're kind of in the Industrial Revolution. We already have like a 1943 variant of the Enigma machine.
Well,
we're covered. We're good for now.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out ways of like increasing the number of rotors.
Oh, just wait. In about like 5 more sessions, Sewell's going to somehow invent the MG42, and then all our problems are going to be over.
Technically, it's going to be a steam-powered Maxim gun.
The Maxim is really fun gun to shoot. I've actually shot it in real life. It is really a fun one to shoot.
I always told you, Sewell, no, you can't build Bob.
Can't build what?
Bob from Overwatch. No.
Bob from Overwatch? I don't remember Bob from Overwatch.
It's a special power that this character.
Yeah, Bob the robot. No. I have golems for that. I'll have the golemized people for that. That's a different story.
Well,
for now, what I'm doing is so I've got this Enigma machine, and well, I'm going to train the first master class in its usage. Only the most trusted people, basically people that are full on hook, line, and sinker into my ideology that also are fairly intelligent.
So not me.
You don't know beep code, so.
My character would probably be too tired. He would probably try to think about it, and then just his brain would just steam up.
And this will be built where we'll build what I will build. This will be the facility that makes these. Guys, should we build it in the secret factories we have north of the mines, or should we build this at the castle? Because I know I'm transferring a lot of stuff to the mines because it's more secure.
What do we want to make as public as possible? Like, theoretically, if we can make something good and it be publicly available, we could get
also, I'm assuming that I've already figured out the typewriter, Ty.
Yeah, that's easy.
That was a while ago.
Like
your 37 would cover the typewriter easily.
Like, if we can make something that looks good, it could get it could gain additional public funding.
No,
but at the same time, do we want them to know that?
Yeah. Well, obviously, our communications are something we keep very secretive.
The typewriter and all that stuff. That's the publicly funded stuff. We then use that publicly funded material, gold and whatnot, to help build the Enigma.
Oh, yeah. Oh, got it. So basically, set up a typewriter factory in the main city.
And then they're none the wiser. And then a room that, or what you think is just an empty wall or just a regular wall, houses a secret room that there to make enigmas. Nice little ploy right there.
Yep.
But
that way we can effectively show, yes, Mr. Taxman, we are actually paying our due taxes on this because of the typewriters.
Yeah.
Thus, we can show complete legitimacy.
Well, also, this is first thing I want to do is we're introducing the typewriters to the schools.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I assume your school your school and the Magic Academy?
No, our school. The Magic Academy is going to have to buy it from us. So
we can introduce. Yeah,
given the fact that you're literally parked your Steam Reserve right across the street from it, they're not exactly going to be pleasant, but...
Yep, so...
we can introduce also the typewriter to writers that,
we could also...
loose.
Well, also, we could introduce it to various government's bureaucracies.
I just streamline the process.
That would streamline a lot of it.
Know a couple of the...
Simultaneously. Simultaneously, that could actually lead to a lot of people losing their job, which in turn means
we could snatch up
pick
and
them up.
Utilize. Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but something else that I probably Ty, if I can also develop this simultaneously, because technically speaking, the Enigma is a mechanical computer. Could I also develop mechanical calculators as well?
I'm going to put typewriters and calculators in the same. Right, it's going to be the big-ass calculators like back in the 70s.
Oh, of course. But the thing is, that will massively increase our R&D as well. We're going to keep those we're going to get the really good ones to ourselves, but we might have the basic addition, subtraction ones out and about. Again, so I guess we'll make inroads. First things first, I want to increase the strength of the bureaucracy in the kingdom we're in. We already control most of the court, so I don't think it'll be that hard for us to get that stuff added in.
So the calculators we're going to introduce, they're going to be around the size of the TI-83s. And it's just like the basic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division types.
No, let me actually find a mechanical calculator for you. They're the size. They vary in size depending on how complex they are, but they can be the size of typewriters. They are nuts. Some of them are the size of an entire desk because they can handle really massive numbers.
Nice.
So yeah, these mechanical calculators, like those really really old timey cash registers?
Yes.
They're very simple mechanical calculators.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, if you're looking for what this thing looks like, something like this, but probably a lot bigger.
Oh, they have other ones.
Yeah. But the thing is, they multiply the amount of work one person can do. They can handle addition, potentially addition and subtraction. Some can handle multiplication. They have an upper limit to the amount of numbers they can handle. Some can do decimal points, some can't. It will vary wildly.
Good lord, we're basically going to be cutting the accounting divisions by maybe a quarter.
Well, if anything, we'll be adding these, and we'll be multiplying the efficiency of our operations, getting much cleaner numbers, much faster, allowing our guys to use their time for other things.
And yes, we also can use that to take advantage of the fact that, like, the various companies, they see they can make a whole lot more money. They can get rid of a lot of people.
Yeah.
We then take them with us.
Yeah. Yeah, and also another thing that the mechanical calculators can do once they get some better radio technology, automatic, straight up automatic message sending. You type it into a machine, you hit a button, and it just, or you type something in and it makes punch tape. That you then feed into it to transmit much faster messages.
Nice.
That can be then decoded instantaneously from a combination machine. Yep. So we'll come up with a code system, but for now we are introducing the Enigma is a secret. For now,
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just going to call it the black box. That's what we're officially designating it. It's the black box. It's sealed. Only I and a handful of engineers know how to build these things. Even then, very few.
And the trusted party members will at least know of its existence, even though they probably have no clue how to build it.
Yeah. As I said, I'm only going to be teaching a handful of my most trusted engineers how to use these things, let alone how to build them. So I'll hand build the first several.
Mm-hmm.
In a small semi-automated workshop environment, which will be sending them out because we only have a handful of locations that need them. And as I said, over time, we'll make them more complex. But what I might be able to do to cover it a little bit, make it look like a mechanical calculator. Make or like a typewriter or something like that. So, and if eventually people figure out how, let's say they get a hold of and are able to reverse engineer some of my radio technology, sure they can get the messages, but what the hell are they going to use? What the hell are they going to use them for? Or when they're completely scrambled? Not only that, but we can send out fake messages.
Exactly.
So
long as the recipient is aware of the current Enigma status.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and my thought is I want to steal, kind of out of character, I want to steal something from Radio London, from French Resistance. The codes, basically the rotary wheel and stuff like that, it's hidden in the nonsense phrase sections, the personal messages sections of radio transmissions. So all our agents need in the field is a receiver.
So that way, like any random listening ear, they'll hear a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, and only our guys know
who are in the know, they'll realize, okay, so target is located at...
More specifically, it's the code to scramble the messages that are sent later on other channels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they know what the code is. You know how you set the rotary, how they set the rotary wheels and all that stuff, as well as the jumble.
Yeah, I had a couple of exercises where I had to figure out like how to like encrypt and decrypt using like the Enigma machine.
And I'll say, since you already a couple of sentences ago broke with the help of Scrap broke the Black Hand's codes, you could adjust those for your code.
No, we're not using their codes at all. We're making a completely new system that is unlike anything on the world. I know it'll take longer to make, but I want to make sure that our system is completely uncrackable.
Quality takes time.
Yeah. Sure, we've been using other code systems previously, but with Enigma, at the very least, we've got guys that know how to unscramble and descramble it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Steve's Kent on crack, I can say.
Yeah. Again, we're going paranoid, but I would like to roll another a craft machinery to set up a factory for these various things. Again, the Enigma stuff's very quietly, just a small amount of the parts are pushed off to the side for me to then utilize. So, yep, and let's do that now.
And while this is going on,
40 to get the factory online.
Yeah, the 42s get the factory online, and this guy actually tries to swing at you.
Oh, fuck you!
Oh,
You really want to win this, you friggin' donkey? You're the fucking. You tried to touch her. She made it abundantly clear she didn't want that there. So you're getting the fuck out of here! And get the fuck out!
You can't kick me out. It's not even your bar. I can take as long as that asshole father of hers isn't here. I can tell any patron I want. That's why I came here.
Are you truly sure about that? Because the way I see it, I see a little bitch. A little bitch that literally cannot get anything going towards him. So that the only way he can actually get to enjoy the feelings of the beauty of the female sex is by filling them up when they do not want it. Now, I will kindly ask you to leave. If you will not, I will not guarantee that you will be in one piece. Isn't that right, Mittens?
As he swings and misses at you.
Ty, I'm also just gonna. I'm probably hearing this, right? Like this argument.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go peek my head out, see what's going on. Sigh. Go back in the kitchen, then come out. I'm just gonna have my rifle. I'm just gonna cock my rifle and be like, "He asked you to leave. Do we have to make this even more messier?" I'm gonna stay like on the outside of the kitchen door, just with my rifle just cocked, not aiming it at him, just showing him that I'm just ready to shoot him.
Both of me roll you a normal intimidation check because his drunkenness is even from being scared.
I get a plus 10 with my intimidate, so
Second?
Ty. Plus 10 with my intimidate, Ty, so if you can roll that for me.
Also, I snap into a Slim Jim. I guess then becomes a 26. That becomes a 24.
Okay, after seeing both of you, like, I'll wait for the real owner to get back. And huffs and leaves.
Just gonna look at and be like, these. That's the one part about working at a tavern is you could deal with people like that.
Yep. Mittens, go comfort our server. That bastard is around her. Keep her safe. And so Mittens then just goes right back into the bar, goes to the server in question, and basically is a bodyguard.
I'm just gonna decock my rifle, put it back in the kitchen in a little area I have, and be like, if he causes any more trouble, let me know.
Oh, trust me. I will let you know. And,
yeah, I'll probably know by either a window being smashed with his body being thrown out of it.
You've been looking for new meat for your meat pies, right?
No.
Oh, boy.
I was gonna give you I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna give like the giant X with my two arms. Be like, no.
What, like the referees, like the WWE referees X?
Yeah, like just a giant X. And I'm just like, no, that's not even a thought. But maybe we make Mittens, Mittens' own pet food. Then maybe. Actually, no, not even that.
Good point. He'd probably make her sick.
Back into the kitchen, just like.
Oh boy! So here's a funny thought. If that guy actually would have hit you, the tiger would have been all over him in a second. Because now he's attacking his master.
Oh jeez.
Hmm?
Oh boy! Well, continue.
Well, I go back to manning the bar.
I get back to working in the kitchen, and I'm gonna start looking and be like, it's almost
And as I
time.
get once I get behind the bar, I'm immediately going to, step up on top of the wells and go. Does anyone else have any issues? Are anyone else going to try to feel the service up? Because I assure you, and I take out my axe, Mr. Blade is thirsty. Do not be an asshole. Do not do that shit. If our servers consent to it, then okay. If they say stop, you stop. If you keep going, I will take you out.
Intimidation with advantage, since most of these people are not as drunk as that dude, and of course advantage with raging as well.
41.
Most of them just put up their hands like, that dude wasn't with us. No, we're just sitting here drinking, having a good time. Yeah, we have a ship to board. We don't want to go to Steel Island. No.
Good. Be behaved. Don't be an asshole, or either I or Mittens shall deal with you. And you do not want to have Mittens be the one that deals with you. Isn't that right, girl? And then Mittens, just gives, an evil look, lips flaring. I actually don't know if horses actually can do that, but, lips flaring, growling, angry horse sounds. And then she goes right back to just trying to comfort the servant that was felt up earlier.
A couple of people at the bar was like, I didn't know that the pony would be more scary than a saber-toothed tiger on the front door.
Trust me. Based on the naming conventions, that should give you an idea of who is the most dangerous. After all, we got beautiful Mittens right there. And I point to the pony. And then we have Garfield right out there, and I point to the saber-toothed tiger. Then you got me, Veb. Who wants some more whiskey?
And people actually raised their hands. Partly because they want more whiskey, partly because of complete and total fear.
And I start serving whiskey. Okay, you ever see those Disney cartoons where the dwarf is like acrobatically leaping and about?
Yeah.
That's kind of how Veb is when it comes to the distribution of alcohol. Very graceful. Giving all who want alcohol his alcohol.
Beb, Mittens, and Garfield. Oh boy.
This has just been an interesting. I don't even know what to say.
All I have is one backup plan. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to it today. It's not a good backup plan, but anyway.
Are you really going to argue with the drunken dwarf? The one that's serving you your alcohol? Are you going to actually piss him off? After all, Ty, you served in the military, in the Navy. You probably have heard the phrase, don't piss off the person that serves you your food. So don't piss off the cooks, right?
Remember, we have 3 rules. You have three people you're never going to piss off. Your healers, real or imaginary. Your food preparers and IT. But all of them can fuck your life up in a heartbeat.
Exactly. Because after all, not only is like Veb serving like his whiskey, he also has a severed skull. He has a human skull in his other hand, and is laughing as he serves the alcohol. And is laughing while doing so.
Alright, so Seawall. While that chaos is going on, what you up to?
Building up the factory and building up the factory for the mechanical computers and typewriters, and starting adding typing into the school curriculum for the kids, as well as try to get the stuff adopted into this kingdom's bureaucrats. We'll basically, in a way, make this king a bit richer, but we'll also be able to control information more for him.
King's not exactly like.
Well, I'm not going to the king. Do you think I'm going to the king? We control his advisors.
Right.
We control his accountants. Do you think we go to the king for anything anymore? He's more of an annoyance to us these days.
If it's something uber important, yes. And if we can show that we're making him money, then that would probably grease the palms a little.
Pretty much, if it's going to war or taking a big tax cut, then yeah, the king's gonna get involved. If not, his advisor going to. Like, as long as it makes me more money. Now, if I may know a bride, or find that cute little Enzo girl.
Oh, jeez. All right. Ty, I think it's about time for you know what?
What new or what?
First we're gonna do. Well, how's the training coming along for my new prospect? The man that is no longer alive, if you know what I mean.
The man's, well, both of them are no longer alive because he can't, like, because they had to sacrifice their they probably had what might be in the president's council too, so they're both no longer alive. Let's roll and find out.
What do I have to roll? Or what's the? Is there any pluses?
I'll just roll a d20. Sorry, a
Okay, so
a d20 plus 10.
Okay.
They're doing just fine. In fact, the former Secret Service agent is showing your new agent some tips and tricks about handling his job, and newer agents showing him how to not get stuck on from behind, even by a professional assassin.
So I have 4 in total. Or
No,
four,
you have two.
4 in
You have
total.
2.
Oh, 2.
Like I
I
said,
think
the Secret Service agent is teaching him how to tips and tricks, like how to be like stealthy, how to move around the shadows. And the new recruit was taking Secret Service of it, how to not get stuck from behind.
I haven't actually officially, officially, I haven't been able to talk with Megan and Michael. I wonder where they are. I will also. Have we got any more word on their location?
I'd say at this point, you're at Hope Kingdom. Michael's actually been doing a very big gala for some of the local dignitaries.
And so he's a cook for some
Yeah,
of the local.
he's a traveling chef right now until he gets called until him and his assistant gets called for another job.
Right. We'll keep having updates on them, just seeing whereabouts. With the two people I have are getting trained, it seems like everything's going to go well. Still going to take some time, but once we get them, should be good. Next thing also is how are the sharpshooters looking? How has the training progressed for them?
Average right now. Not getting worse, but not getting any better.
Alright, have to put them through. Have them keep going. Just go through the course. Nothing really much until they show that they can accurately hit their targets, and then onto that will be proper tactics of basically staying concealed, everything. Still teach them how to shoot. That project's still going. How is the canon process going? I'm guessing with the help of William, and also my deal with some of the fishermen, that we at least are able to get or at least properly canned fish.
I'll just say that now. They can fish. All of them are good fishermen, but the canning, let me check.
I know.
I'll roll
I
it.
know. Yeah. Oh, would that be involved in my cooking skill?
Yeah. So, what's your cooking skill? About 14.
It's a 13, and then I get a +2 with some tools I have, some masterwork knives.
Nothing changed.
We'll definitely keep working on that because I want to be able to make these as small as possible. This is going to be. So I'm working on two different types. There's the military and civilian parts. The military one, it has basically gives the soldiers the nutritions they want, as well as some flavor, as being somewhat compact, so it doesn't necessarily have a lot in the inventory of a soldier. So they're not carrying on like 50% of their gear is not just food. Does that make sense?
The basic MREs.
Well, we're doing C rations.
Well, C rations. We don't quite have MRE technology yet, but lightweight cans, things like that, easier to work with.
And it's not just like simple like meat. Like one can has meat, the other has potatoes. Like these are like stews and everything in there in like one can. So there may be a pasta meal, a stew meal, and like there's different variations of stew, a fish meal. Basically, we're creating C rations small enough to where the soldier gets their intended nutrition, and it's light enough to where they can carry a good amount of supply of it for long journeys. And then I'm also working on the civilian market, where this is just proper storage of canned foods, basically showing the citizens in our area the proper. But once it's ready to sell to the public markets, I'm still going to run some tests on it to basically see if this is good for civilians now, because I'm guessing this will also have civilians at least save up not only their money, but also they could store a little bit of food in case something bad happens, which is always a plus. So, am I able to come up with civilian versions of Canon? Basically, like simple canned storage.
Well, I've already figured that out a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that because you already figured it out.
Oh,
It's done.
I forgot. Yeah, my bad.
It's the military ones. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
I'm mainly focused on the
worry.
military. It's my bad.
Don't worry. We have Chef Boyardee. He will make all the food we need for our civvies.
I will actually. Hey, Curie.
Yes?
There's something I'm working on that I might need your help with.
Oh?
So I'm gonna produce out. I'm gonna give him. Or I'm gonna put on the table, like probably after we close Enzo's Tavern. I'm gonna produce out 2 different cans. These are much smaller than the civilian ones. And I'm gonna open one up, and this one is a. Say, why don't you try this can? And on the label it says meat and potato stew.
Nom 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 nom.
Does he notice any? Basically, you're not gonna see any like side effects from it. It's just like a normal stew, just stored in a can. And I'm gonna
It's
look
just
at you and be
a
like,
question of taste.
yeah, it's just normal tasting.
Right.
And I'm gonna look at you and be like, you wanna know how long that's been in that can?
How long?
3 months.
And
it's
this is
still
like it would have been made like last night or a night or 2 ago.
Aye. But this has been stored and been tested for 3 months, my friend. And that's only just 3 months. I'm testing to see how much longer it goes.
What market can we tap in with this?
Well, as you know, William has already got cannon done for the civilian market. This is for the military. This is for our men. This is for our boys. Basically, I'm working to make sure soldiers get enough nutrition, so as they're marching, not much of their weight is being put onto food. You know how slow supply trains can be for an army that needs to move rapidly.
An army marches on its belly, as the saying goes.
Exactly. Now, I'm also, and this is where your expertise comes in. See, there's the simple drinks of water, probably mostly water and other like drinks that the owners use. But every once in a while, they'll have a special little. It's small, like small enough to where it won't inhibit a soldier at all. A small thing of spirit, as we're gonna call it. And this is where I'm gonna need your help, my friend.
Well, I've actually contemplated on that idea. I've been calling it a nip. It's basically an ounce of what you normally would get out of a bottle. So maybe an ounce. But there have been various things that I've also thought of. You have like conditions like scurvy that the sailors get. An issue of like a citrus deficiency. So bits of like water, lemon, orange, a bit of rum to help make sure that it keeps going. Yeah, add a bit of mint leaves, and you get a little something there that can last you a few months. That has a good timetable of a few months, so then we can at least then put that out forth. That ensures that like scurvy and whatnot is not an issue.
I do also plan on start working on stuff for if we ever do. This is also for if we ever, I don't know what William's plans are, if we even plan on having a navy. I don't think so, but this is also just a backup to where even sailors can enjoy almost the same foods as soldiers. It's basically almost the same size, but they could store much more food, meaning they could be out a little bit more longer out on sea before they need resupply.
Yes. Also, these cans, like, they take up very little space by the looks of it, so theoretically, you could have like three or 5 cans a day that would cover somebody, an individual, and that would take up little space, as opposed to like an entire like freezery area which requires like an entire cow or a pig or whatnot, where they have to store all the other food. This actually does save a lot of space. So
Exactly.
theoretically, you could get the exact same level, the exact same amount of food, but you could have your crew mission be longer, or have it last the same amount of time, not as much as needed, and that remainder could be used for any, in the event they deal with pirates, some requisition.
Mm. I will also say that the plans are to have two different food, or not food types, but two different things for soldiers. One for basically almost morning, where the sun's starting to come up and they're about to march, and one in midday. And I'm thinking
It does beat out hardtack and panapkin. The panapkin was really good. It does definitely beat hardtack, though.
Definitely does. So this is where I will need your help in that, because in the midday meal, basically where they're still light out, where they can enjoy their food, I want to also include a small thing of spirit. Something for the troops to enjoy. A little morale booster.
Oh, I have a few ideas. I got a few ideas. Okay.
And what better person that I could find that knows alcohol as much as you do?
Obviously, as these are shipmates, they can't have full. They can't they obviously cannot get drunk on shift because that'd be terrible. Now,
especially for a common soldier or sailor, yes. I'm thinking we have it very small to where it's not going to get the soldier drunk, but they can at least, I'd say, enjoy it. Like maybe an ounce or two of this, or a teaspoon of it. Basically, something to where it's not going to get them drunk, but they get to enjoy that in their meal.
Of which a couple of recipes that I have looked over as far as the naval crews have, especially the baked beans. Throw in about a couple ounces of rum to help with the bean sauce. That at least provides a little bit of something, but most of the alcohol ends up getting burned up, so they'll get at least a little bit of the taste. But I have been working on these things here. I've been calling them nips, specifically because they're small little ounce shots of beer or rum or gin. Get a self-contained unit of gin. Every now and again, of course, you're going to be dealing with a stressful situation. Or it could just be you've just dealt with a whole heck of a lot of work. You just want to have that nice time off, and you decide, I should treat myself. As such, the nip. And I present a nip. I present a couple of nips to Scrap, specifically 1 ounce of rum, the dark rum, 1 ounce of a light rum, 1 ounce of gin, and 1 ounce of whiskey. Try as I might, I've only been able to make that work for the harder stuff. So the light stuff, like beer, wine, I have not been able to make that work. So as far as the nips go, it really seems like I can only make that work for the harder stuff, for the spirits. And if you wish, take a sample.
I'm going to take a sample of each so I can try. And I will. Yep. I'm guessing they all taste pretty damn good, especially with how little they are.
Yeah, but you still have to make me a Constitution save to make sure you don't get pissed out.
He literally only took the equivalency of 4 ounces of hard stuff.
Never mind then.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Never mind then. If it's that little, nah. Even babies don't get that drunk.
Yeah, he took 4 1-ounce shots equivalencies. So 1 ounce of gin, 1 ounce of dark rum, 1 ounce of light rum, and 1 ounce of whiskey.
This is very nice. Definitely something for a soldier who's out in the field can definitely enjoy.
Hey,
See, I'm trying to do a little bit of a taste from home, basically, so soldiers aren't all too depressed, if that makes sense.
Aye.
Basically, raise their morale.
there's also something else I've been testing out, based on the NIP concept. Now, generally speaking, those on long-distance journeys, they tend to be of the sailors. They tend to be dealing with hardtack and maybe panakan, correct?
There's also something I remember reading. You ever heard of burgoo?
I've heard of it. It's edible. That's all I'll say about it.
It's just oatmeal and water and maybe a little molasses.
If there was more molasses, a bit of whiskey add to it, it would be a good little, like, a good after shift dinner type thing. Add a bit more oats, add a bit more whiskey, add a bit more molasses, maybe add some fruit. Definitely try and add a bit of pecans. It would be delicious. Ooh, brown sugar. Gotta add that to that as well.
Yes. Most definitely. There's a lot that could be, so.
These people are savages. What the fuck?
What? What is it?
Have these people not have considered brown sugar? Have these people not considered brown sugar? Are they truly savages? The various sugars that we have. You got brown sugar. That goes well with a lot of things. It helps
Stay with me here.
It helps make a good meal. Add to it some cinnamon. I swear to God, the quartermaster or the ship's cook who decides to give up our sailors this swill without all the additional benefits that additional ingredients I suggested, I'm just gonna punch them.
I saw what you did to that rusted distiller, and that was just an inanimate object. I need to see what you could do to a person. Well, actually, no, I don't need to because I've seen you done it.
I've heard it's not pretty. But
Do you even know? Are you fully aware of what happens when you go full combat? Or do you just
my eyes tend to go red. And that's kind of it, as far as I can see, as far as visuals go. I think I just get too much blood in my eyes.
Too much blood? Yeah. It's definitely something. But, anyways.
But yeah.
But yes, I'm also thinking of, well, we already got the main meals down. I'm thinking of probably adding something else to the breakfast option and the main meal option. Probably some dessert. Probably something that's like not sweet, not sour, but a nice little dessert to go with it. Something like a nice, like, I don't know.
Have you ever heard of candied bacon?
I have heard of it. I haven't really. I only made it like probably once or twice, but
it's one of those things that's relatively common and easy to make, and can be served as a good, like, dessert type item. Obviously, like, when people think desserts, they're thinking like ice cream or cheesecake or ambrosia.
I was thinking something like nice little like bread that like has a little bit of jam inside it, like a little, like something at least like that's like
bread
nice and
strawberry jam. That is a good jam.
And not even on the bread. Inside it, stuffed in it.
Oh. All right, so you have the individual bread pieces. You then stuff the jam.
I wouldn't. Not more bread,
hang on.
more like a roll. If that makes sense, like a little roll of bread.
And then we hang on. And Veb goes goes to grab like a piece of paper and a pen and paper. Okay, so this is obviously a piece of bread, and he like draws like a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea of stuffing this, it would kind of look something like this, and it kind of shows like a said piece of bread, like uh, disjointed, like expanded. Okay,
Yeah.
this does not look good. Okay, but what if? Hang on. I got an idea. I have an idea. Okay. I need to get some batter going. Okay. We then get some batter. We then have it set up as okay. We then create a battered hollow. Then within that hollow, we stuff the strawberry jam. Oh. Then we create a nice jelly-filled donut.
Donut?
I don't know. It's got to be a better term. I can't think of any better term. Just came to my eye. Like a jelly-filled donut. Okay, so this is what we do. We get a bunch of like flour. We get the. Give me a moment to actually IRL look up how you make a jelly donut.
Well, they inject the jelly after frying the donut.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm gonna look at you, Kira, and be like, give me like an hour. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
And Veb is going to go with him because he has crazy ideas.
All right, you can help. How about you want to help?
Yes.
All right, All right, Ty. We're gonna start trying to make a prototype for basically jelly-filled donuts. What do? So with my 15, do I get any other bonuses for Carrie helping?
I think it's like a +5 or so for me helping you if I succeed.
So what should the roll be, Ty? Give me a moment.
Cooking, but does Red have any skills in cooking?
Brewing distillery, nothing as far as like proficiency.
Then just use a straight D20 rule.
Can I roll a profession brewer check?
Unless you want to get your patrons drunk, I don't think it's not going to work.
Proof of concept.
I'll give you that then.
Proof of concept. If we can get proof of concept going, we can then work our way from there. 20, so I assist him.
You assist him.
So 41. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think 39 is more than enough to find the idea to make a jelly donut.
As such, We shall watch as the first jelly donuts leave the cooking area. And we shall take the two and, clack them together as if they were glasses and eat them. How are they?
With a 39, almost magnificent.
Scrap, I think we've come up with something.
Now I want Boston cream donuts. Damn it. Scrap.
Scrap? Oh,
Maybe got called away for a couple seconds since he's on shift right now.
okay. All right.
While Scrap's away, William, you want to do anything? You still have a fort. You have a mini fortress in the northern hemisphere, provided you can't go out too far.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, continue to get production of our more secretive stuff transferred up there. If I need a roll, I'll roll. Let me know if I need to roll or not.
Given the fact
As well
that
as
at least
potentially,
one person is smart enough is walking around looking for a scythe, you shouldn't roll.
I shouldn't roll.
You should roll.
Got it. Yeah. So okay.
Hey, I am back. Sorry about that, gentlemen.
49 to continue transferring assets up there, specifically the production of the backpack boilers in the rifle production.
You transfer them up very
Yeah.
secretly, very safely,
Yep.
very quickly.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Then
Scrap is back.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still at work, so I had to. And
Yeah,
so
we figured that when he disappeared for a couple of seconds, like,
I mean,
oh right, he's at work. He's probably
So-
got called away.
so
Okay.
so
quick question.
so what happened? Did we
we
make
successfully made jelly donuts?
how successful was the roll? Like, what was the roll?
39.
Oh Jesus!
So yeah, basically, Veb and Scrap just clicked their donuts together and ate them.
I will.
This is good, Vib. This is good, Scrap. This.
I will definitely think about making. Now this can help for the military side, and I will also, since in this accomplishment, I will I will go over to William's workshop and I'll bring one of these. I'll knock on William's door. William, you there?
come in. Come in.
Open the. All right, William. As I open the door, you smell like almost like fresh baked bread, almost.
New invention. New creation.
Yes, me and Vev worked on this. It's really good, and I'll hand you, or not hand you. It's on a plate, but it is a jelly-filled donut. Be like, this is what we are calling a donut. It's filled with jelly, strawberry. Here, give it a try.
I'll try it. I'm not exactly fan of strawberry, but it's tasty enough. I could see how someone might like that.
And we were thinking, since I've been coming up with like the meals and stuff for the military, basically what the military should have, or the gearmen. My bad. I was talking with Vev about this, about adding a small little dessert option and probably a small, and I mean almost a minuscule thing of spirits, a little thing of alcohol, just to keep the morale up of the men.
That'd
And
be
then,
useful.
yeah, I have Veb helping me with the alcohol part, and then we started talking about desserts and what I could put in this travel ration, and then kind of spent like a whole hour and a half in the kitchen making this, getting like the recipes right. So we could probably put other jellies in there. It doesn't have to be just strawberry. I'm thinking probably blueberry. There's all different types of jams. There's a lot we can do. I think this could be a good civilian market as well. something I could definitely see everyone enjoying. Doesn't matter what their age are, men, women, children, old people. They would all enjoy this.
Oh, yeah, well, we can definitely look into it.
The king demands. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's probably going to happen, but not immediately. So just stand by for that.
So yeah, I will. That's like, well, we do have time. I would definitely like to hear your opinion about us. Probably either having the tavern probably make this, or like open up a very small shop that's only dedicated to making these tasty pastries.
I think we should make a specialty shop.
I'll get the plans from, and I'll at least show you before it's actually made, and then we can work our way from there. All right. I'm gonna look over and probably see the Enigma machine and be like, "What is that?"
I call it the black box.
The black box. What is it?
Yes.
Does it generate more
encodes and decodes messages?
Is it on a similar language like the Black Hand uses, or is this like you're making one from scratch?
It's entirely mechanical. Entirely mechanical and logical. You type in a message, it gives you scrambled letters, then you can put it into another machine and it'll descramble it. There's no way to manually do it as well. It's so complex. There are million potential combinations.
Damn.
Sentient beings can be quite smart, but when it comes to cold logic, machines will always win.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I'll be getting a handful of them sent out to a few of our locations soon.
help with communication, at least. And we know instantly what's going on. Probably don't have to rely on.
Well, we still use beep code, but the thing is, those messages still contain or still require existing ciphers that others can potentially crack. This is effectively uncrackable without it, and without knowing how it works.
Oh, also, I also have a report. Every now and then I'll give you reports on the whereabouts of twins. It seems like Michael is a traveling chef for some dignitaries. Don't know who, but looks like he's doing the job as a traveling chef. Megan, though, I think she's still under the work for the president, but
No, she left. She left to hang out with her brother to make sure her brother's safe.
All right, so yeah, in that report.
So now they know that Secret Service agent is missing and is pretty much burying him in his country now. So now he has nowhere to go but you guys.
So yeah, Megan and looks like Michael is a traveling chef. Megan seems to be sticking with him just to protect her brother, and her playing her who was disguising herself as one of the Secret Service agents. Apparently, there's been a little bit of an uproar over that after what she did, though I can safely say that none of this will probably be traced to us. It's probably just an internal security breach, and they're probably freaking the fuck out about this, as they probably never had this happen before.
Probably not.
We'll keep our information network up and running. With this new communications method, we should at least make things a bit more secure.
I will definitely, and I will keep sending you reports every now and then on the whereabouts of the twins. We're not still possible recruitment, but for now, the only orders are to keep eyes and to make sure where they are at all times.
Very good.
Right. Then I'm gonna leave and I want to put down another donut next onto the plate. Enjoy. I'm gonna walk out.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Mr. Kiri. Be like,
how many people are like drunk on donuts?
None of the people are drunk on donuts, but the king actually comes by and answers the bar just to snack them. So in the king's place, it comes by to snack some donuts herself. Like,
I will look.
I convinced him not to go by this bar right now.
Yeah.
So I'll just take the donuts for him. He
Of
says that the
course.
Good.
king demands donuts, even if it's from that second-rate shop and that rude, obnoxious bartender. That's what that's hers words, not mine.
Tell
She,
him to go fuck himself. And
she,
yes, here are the donuts. Enjoy.
she,
I wish I
she,
could. I want to say I wish I could tell him that, but the executioner is still on his payroll. He
well,
still
I'm
owes
gonna
him.
look at her and be like, well, if the king ever wants more, then he knows who to ask to make more. And she's gonna see my eyebrows start twitching a little bit as I'm like trying to do like a happy smile, but it started to become a real angry smile almost.
Out
Anyway.
of curiosity, how exactly did the king learn that we have just created the donut?
One of the one of one of the gearmen brought some back, and King decided to snatch it off his plate, take it, and yeah, the rest is
So, so one of the gearmen brought it with him, and the king just snatched it right out of the dude's plate. Almost.
yeah.
I'm just gonna give like my little like face palm. I was like, ugh. Well, we'll look at Kiri. Well, at least he likes it.
I
Also, there's
can
something
do
that
for other flavors. Maybe chocolate or strawberry frosted?
oh, Kiri, you're gonna see me just like brightly like go. What if we try to do almost an alcohol style?
You've had apple cider. You've had the Applejack before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we do Applejack, but we then add it to donut mix. We then do some like apple cinnamon sugar on top of the donut that results from it, but it's baked from Applejack.
Also, I just talked to William about this. Basically, we just got to get the plans all drawn up, but there's a possibility. So to make more of these delicious donuts, we may have an individual building that makes it. Instead of using the tavern, we have our own specialty building that makes it.
A specialty built distillery that exists only for the purpose of preparing the Applejack, preparing the good stuff for the donuts.
And a specially purposed kitchen area to make the donuts.
Absolutely.
Now, just the thing is, me and you can't be at two places at once. So what I think we could do is if it does get approved to make this building, we will have to train some people to actually make it. And it has to be very strict.
I will assist you in ensuring that only the best of the best can potentially work towards making the donuts and the alcohol and all the other stuff.
Yes.
And,
you know what?
Hey, asshole! Hey, asshole! Stop there! Stop back there! You're not supposed to drink while it's still on fire. You're supposed to blow it out.
I'm gonna look and be like,
How do I know that? How do I know that? All I saw was flaming Homer, and I'm thinking, okay, cool.
You're supposed to blow out the flaming Homer before you drink it, you idiot. Fine. Yeah. And I give like a big glass of ice water.
I'm gonna look at Kiri and be like,
blow it out first.
I'm gonna look at Kiri and be like,
He just uses magic to blow out the flames.
I'm gonna look at Kiri, like, you know what I just thought as well? You know how nice they smell when they come out of the oven.
Mm-hmm. They are so nice, so strawberry smells so good. And yet there's so many various jams you can do, like maybe orange jam, blueberry jam, blackberry jam, grape jam. So many
I'm gonna-
delicious jams.
I'm gonna look at you here and be like, what if this works a lot and like it just takes off, which it most likely is already if the king already likes it. What if we can buy property next to the tavern across from the Magic Academy, and every morning before the students get there, they just smell that in the morning.
What if also we decide to take full advantage of pure nepotism? The king likes the donuts. We then buy farmland. We then grow grapes, blueberries, blackberries, oranges, strawberries, all that shit. We then start preparing the jams, some of which might be like a mix of jams. You'll have the standard like strawberry donut, the blackberry donut, but maybe you'll have a mixed jelly donut. And then we can.
Oh, you know what else I thought? We also need to keep secret how the recipe's made. We don't want I want to make sure no one's around. We don't want the grubby little king's dirty fingers to get his hands on this recipe.
Of which every person that you have making this, that we will have making this, you will send them to me. I will ensure loyalty when it comes to brand protection.
Because I will say this, if somehow the king figures out the recipe and we just lost another way, we just make a whole lot of money. And besides, have the king get fat on eating nothing but this. I mean, it's a tasty treat, but you shouldn't have it every day. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But at the same time, if he were to do that, breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, that could easily cut out a huge issue. He could then potentially have the heart attack sooner. At the same time, though,
I say for now we'll keep this recipe guarded. We'll start drawing up plans for the building in our town, and then once we have enough money, we buy some property across from the Magic Academy, then the real thing begins. So I think for now we will wait on the Magic Academy one. For right now, we localize.
Because after all, there's nothing more fun than making a fuck ton of money through the legitimate means that this country allows us to do so.
And plus, I do also agree with you. Buying up property for farms to make all types of different jams and jellies, and also the specialty ones that won't be sold every day, but they're a special thing. Yes. The special donuts with alcohol in them. Basically, they're like a limited time thing. So imagine, only for limited time these things come out. You have people coming probably from all over just to get their hands on just one.
Exactly.
Oh, this. Oh, imagine if the king of all people, he gets his hands on one of these, and then he's like, I want more. And like, sorry, we can't. It's only a limited time thing. Imagine how much money he might shell just to try to get orders of it.
AKA, we must ensure he gains the addiction.
Yes, keep his addiction going.
Yes.
Just slowly feed into it, and then just occasionally dangle it in front of him to where he can't reach it unless he puts a little incentive.
Because after all, the workers that do have to make jelly, they do have to do work after all.
To making the alcohol, special designed alcohol, that takes a lot more work. That means workers have to work a little bit extra harder or a little bit extra longer hours just to get it.
Mm-hmm. Because after all, making alcohol isn't just a simple thing anyone can do. This is something you have to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
I think we have come across a gold mine here, Scrap.
Well, my friend, let's prepare.
Let's do so.
I'm sorry, just out of character, just the whole thing of this is like aggressive fucking capitalism for donuts.
Dude,
Whereas I'm currently planning on advancing military technology and ramping up the propaganda efforts to get more people to join our community.
I'm about to say,
Oh,
dude, the game me, Carrie, and Jim Penn playing, we're pirates are about to go to that's going to buy property and for hotels and stuff like that for legitimate businesses. Trust me, this is the
yes.
first
How's
time.
how is economically how's the Eastern town doing right now?
Let's see now. Economically, the only thing that's holding that town up is the nobles, aka the ex advisors to the king.
Hmm.
I
How
will
are the
also
people?
say
How are the people doing? Just the regular day-to-day people, the workers, the peasant types.
After we remove the different continent to your town or to the Magic Academy school.
Okay. Got it.
why don't I imagine like in the propaganda, you know that I forget her name. It's the woman in World War II that says that we can do it.
Yeah.
I forget.
Imagine
Imagine
I'm doing something similar with utilizing a fairly attractive young woman who's in the Thunder Scouts. You know, kind of the
well,
adventurous types.
why don't I imagine that? But instead of holding like a wrench, she just has a donut.
No.
I know we're not gonna use them, but I just find it hilarious that we have gotten the king hooked on donuts.
Oh yeah, we can keep him busy. Let's see. So
Nice and fat.
I mean, I can try ramping up the propaganda efforts to try to get a lot more people. Because the thing is, our limiting factor right now is I'm assuming that we're at 100% employment effectively. We don't have anyone who's not working. If anything, we're probably short-handed at several
I was about to
factories.
say you're short-handed.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. You know what?
So if you want to do some propaganda, you might make some good rolls this time.
Hold on. The Hope Valley Kingdom that Sister Heart's from. How is it economically doing right now?
It's running on donations and prayer.
So there are a lot of people out of work.
Yeah.
I'll go to Sister Heart and have a couple of the reports that I'm getting from the gearmen we have out there. And just go. Sister, I've been hearing that there's been some issues in your own kingdom, in the kingdom you're from. That there's a lot of unemployment, a lot of poverty right now.
Fortunately, yes. This Hope Valley, unfortunately, Hope Valley doesn't exactly have deep pockets as most of the other kingdoms or governments. That's why people trust the magic. That's why people trust them to. That's why people trust the Paladins Guild to us because we want the power to like persuade them or turn them against any other kingdom.
I mean, right now, well, the thing is, it sounds like there's a lot of people looking for work, and well, here in Springwood, we're horribly understaffed. We have tons of openings. Would your kingdom be willing to do a joint relocation effort for those looking for work? We could help provide the ships and the transport and get people jobs over here. And they potentially could send some.
Roll of advantage.
So diplomacy, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Jesus.
What do you get?
Nat 20. 39 overall roll.
Oh boy.
I think you convinced her.
Is this like one of those her prayers have been answered kind of things?
Like,
Like she's
prayers,
getting worse and worse reports.
you know what? That's you know what? Thank you very much. Well, let's let's get through all this. I'll take any punishment that Lady Sala gives me for doing this without her.
So I guess we're gonna have to start building more ships to transport people. I'm thinking it's time to develop a steam freighter. Do you guys think we should build a steam freighters finally?
I think it's about time.
There'll be timber boats, but there'll also be a lot heavier timber boats than what a lot of people are used to. And there won't be paddle steamers either. I think you guys want to jump straight to a propeller driven.
I mean, yeah, might as well.
Just got back.
I just convinced Sister Hart to open up immigration from Hope Valley because apparently they're having some economic problems right now. So a lot of unemployment. So we could potentially reload because I'm thinking we're doing relocations, not just workers, but potentially entire families.
Absolutely.
What do you guys? Yep.
New workers.
Yeah. As well as get another thing that we can do is we can also the workers that don't bring their families with them. We could do like a monetary repatriation system where they can send a percentage of their income home, thus getting Hope Valley dependent on our economics, as well as become their primary trade partner. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Any
way we people that can help us, that's good.
So
the order could use more recruits.
So I'm thinking Ty, I'd like to develop some seaworthy, larger steam-powered like freighters that can be converted for people transport or just item transport to increase economic strength. So basically, I'm trying to end the sail era, though a lot of these ships will probably still have backup sails on them. So can I try that, Ty? Or
the sail size magic era, but yeah, you can try that. Roll me a check.
39.
It'll take me a couple months before you.
Yeah. Yeah, but it'll take time to build up, but yeah. So, but I'm guessing in the meantime, more traditional ships can start bringing in new immigrants.
So something akin to more like the steam engine type, like the paddle boat type.
No, I'm trying to jump over the paddle steamer because the paddle steamer has various issues. It doesn't do well in the open ocean. I'm going more for a wooden version, instead of just purely metal, because I don't know if we have enough metal production yet to do full metal boats. But the idea of metal structure internal reinforcement, wooden hull. That makes any sense?
So somewhere between 1860 and 1910.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going steampunk fusion. It'll still have some of the things, like it'll have a sail, but it will be steam engine driven, utilizing basically a bigger version of the magical backpack boiler. So, as I said, we are slowly working our way through quite a lot of stuff. Not only that, but potentially include various amenities on the ship, like a steam-powered desalination process. So the ship has fresh water.
Yep, that's always good to have.
Yeah. And it'll be the what should we call it? I was thinking, what should we call it? What should we name this project? Because the steam wagon's pretty obvious, and a steamboat is too generic of a term.
What about the Manhattan Project?
No, we don't have cities like that, man. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm trying to avoid real life terms in the game.
We have one city like that, but it hasn't been here yet.
What about the Silver Glade?
The Silver Glade? We can call it the Silver Glade, and we could even potentially utilize. As I said, I could increase the metal additions to it. We're going to need a lot more wood, but I believe the forest to the south definitely could use additional workers, which would help out the process. Ty, I'm assuming that our sawmill is one of the most advanced in the world, if not the most advanced, and we have one of the highest outputs.
1 second, let me
Yeah.
finish this one.
Yes, William, what would you say of after the donut business is coming along real well, and we do it locally, then we go to where the Magic City is, and across the street, we buy some property and we make our own little donut area, basically just entice. Yeah, just in across the street, and basically every morning before the students come in, they just smell donuts.
What about a pastry cafe that also serves something like, I don't know if there's a coffee equivalent in this world or not. If there is, we should try to get a control of that trade.
Yes!
We must become the East India Trading Company.
Boo!
Ty,
so
is there any?
So here's
Go ahead.
So here's your stats for say compared to the rest of the world. Number one, work production. That's you.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, in mill production. That's still Starlight City.
Yeah, but we also are limited by the mines we have, partially.
Yeah.
But we are stockpile. The fact that we're number 2 and only coming out of one mine should be terrifying to the world.
Yeah.
Yep, so.
Is there Ty, just a quick world question. Is there a form of coffee or in this world?
Basic black, and that's coming directly from Starlight City.
Okay, as
Okay.
far as
in other words, you literally have to import to get coffee.
Oh,
what about
unless you have the means to make coffee beans.
Yeah, is there?
Well,
what about the plant? Does the plant survive? Is there a specific area the plant can only grow in, or?
I'll actually look up on Wikipedia.
Yeah, they tend to grow in more humid climates, warm, humid.
Probably not in our area then.
Yeah, but I'll give you this. Hope Valley does have some. At the tip of Hope Valley is more of a humid climate.
Got it. So we could also potentially invest into Hope Valley to have them start producing coffee beans.
Yes, and then and you know what else? I will try. I will experiment to basically sweeten or make black coffee taste better, because I'm guessing it's just straight black coffee, right? There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
There's various beans. If you can make the beans work, so long as the water to bean ratio. So long as the water to bean ratio works, you'll get an amazing cup of coffee.
Yeah.
The issue is you have those that do not understand the ratio.
Yeah. We also need to.
We will work on the ratio.
We also need sugar production, because the thing is, milk, cream, that's easy to get a hold of. We have cows. That's fine. But we're going to need massive production of sugar as well for your little pastry project.
Yeah.
Where does sugar come from in this world?
I'll say all over. Everyone could.
Okay.
Everyone could.
Are there any plants we could grow in our climate? Because I'm assuming we're way overproducing wheat to begin with.
Can we produce sugarcane?
Not here.
You can produce sugarcane.
Wait, we can produce sugarcane here?
Yeah.
Damn.
That makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, we'd have to beetroot or something like that is not the most efficient, but I could come up with a process to convert it.
But if we can produce actual cane sugar.
Yeah.
Oh my, Kiri. Our donut business is gonna be big.
I'm guessing away on this. We can only produce it way in the south of this island.
And
They're
actually,
going to be wealthy.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrie, this
Yes?
is something me and you have to discuss. What are we calling our business? If this is just making straight pastries and possibly with coffee as well and other stuff like sweets, what should we name this?
Oh, if it was just like pure donuts, I was thinking the donut dip. Like, you dip the donut into the coffee.
Oh,
Because I obviously didn't want to go with, like, Dunkin' Donut.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, donut dip.
But at the same time,
What about
gotta do other
what about
options.
what do you call like new age confectionaries?
New age confectionaries.
New age
Yeah.
confection.
I mean, it's tied. I mean, we're about technological progress, so why not tie it into all that?
New age desserts.
No, confectionaries,
Mm.
because desserts is a generic term. You want to sound a little fancy, man.
The new age.
Once we start putting a shop right across from the Magic Academy, oh, that's really gonna rub their face in.
Yep.
New
Yes.
age.
Why did I actually teleport you back to the Steam Reserve? Because obviously that's a thing like right next to the shop. I assume you want to buy.
Oh yeah, we'll be getting that one up with some of our profits from the other industries.
New
We're
age
definitely-
confectioner.
Yes, we'll probably buy like a
Yeah.
like a building that's like next to the tavern or the new Steam, and like put like they're literally next to each other. One is tavern, the other one's just producing fresh, hot and ready donuts in front of the Magic Academy. Oh, and if there's a way, we will try to use Steam. We'll try to use Steam tools. So we'll use like a.
You think you're not? You think you're gonna get away with using old stuff when you're calling it new age?
Oh, good
Oh,
God, no. We are
no.
going to be
You're getting a
doing the
boiler.
newest equipment possible.
Yep. So
And have should we also have it to where like also like like the people who make it are also like not former but like part-time gearmen as well, just to really rub it in.
I mean, we can have. Well, the thing is, all of our business. I'm assuming that look again, the Gearman thing. I'm trying to not dial everything together. If they want to join, they can. But I'm thinking we should get people that are coming out of our academy though to work there. The ones that have the combination mechanical experience. They're not the best students, but they can be taught a trade fairly effectively. Ones that don't end up in the factories or in the R&D or are magically inclined. Basically, the ones that I want to call them the burnouts, but the ones that just the different paths for them.
Yeah, that will. Yes, because then new age confectioners just.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining now because like we'll have like we'll have. I think me and Kieran will probably also get your help, see on this. Like we'll buy up farmland. We're gonna need it to make our grow all different types of berries, and then invest in areas for the cocoa beans or not cocoa beans. Oh yeah, the coffee beans, and then cocoa beans, and then sugar cane.
Got it. So we have several. We now have several irons in the fire. We're obviously taking people from Hope Valley, but we're also investing, setting up a coffee bean farm in the areas that can handle coffee. They can produce coffee. So
basically more jobs there.
So we are just sicking our entire economy to make our economy bigger, aren't we? Just
basically and like me and Carrie, we'll start investing. I think this is 5 you, Carrie. Like we'll start like looking at different parties because like probably some places will have more new age confectionery. So I'm thinking in where we are right now, like they'll have like a couple shops, and then Carrie, should we have should one of the buildings that's next to Enzo's, if we can buy it and build it and like make it, should it be called New Age Confectionaries HQ, where it's just like the main headquarters, but also where most of the donuts are made as well. Like there's a lot of donuts being made, but the other shops are making donuts as well, but not as much as the New Age because of where they are at the port.
At the same time, you do have to make it seem unique. A bit bar. No, not bit bar.
What? Bit bar.
Does sound neat, but does not work.
A sample, like they take samples.
At the same time, though, it would be a great place for like a brewery, a distillery, where we have people taking tours to get a little sample of what it is that we're preparing.
Or it's like, hey, and it's like, oh, if we actually get more people interested, like, nobles who may want to invest, to like specifically put some in their areas, be like, oh, well, here, we'll give them a tour. It's like, oh, here's what we're working on. Here's our newest flavor that we've been working on. Oh, and you know what? Also have a specialty stuff going on, aka special stuff for commoners or whatever, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like special deals.
Yeah.
Just getting the people on our side even more. Show like we're like this is a new business. We're not charging out of the ass because like new business we have a complete monopoly.
Yeah.
We're showing that the kind of like, hey,
Also-
even a common man can afford it.
Yeah, not only that, but we should consider expanding our medical school and start setting up care clinics and hospitals and pharmacies, apothecaries everywhere.
Absolutely.
But
Also,
for now, we focus more towards Hope Valley. Make it
Yes.
look like we are the saviors coming in their darkest hour. Partner and slowly corrupt their church and
Yes.
government into working with us more directly. Because I didn't see the Sorcerer's Council coming to their aid when their economy had started faltering. We did.
That could definitely play into the propaganda. Show that we are.
So I pointed out here. This is where you can grow coffee beans around this area.
Where? Ty, you need to make sure you need to be on the right level layer.
Yeah, I can't exactly ping on my laptop. Sorry.
Okay. So north, south, east, west.
South, north. You can actually see a small desert nearby.
So more akin to like this area.
A little upper, but yeah.
Got it. So over here.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so that's where we'll. Got it. So we'll begin mass investment. This is a connection to the ocean, right?
Actually, this is a connection to the desert. The ocean has to be completely up north.
So got it. So this is not a connection to this is not connected to this body of water.
Oh, let me see. Let me look up. Oh yeah. Everyone's connected to the ocean.
Got it. Yeah. Are there any major ports in here?
Besides the one that's literally right there.
Because I'm thinking we can turn this into an industrial heartland for them. Start heavy investment in this area.
Yeah.
Once we get a lot of people.
Just look for the ship. It's like north.
East, yeah. So that's the only major port. There's nothing in here, even though there is a connection to the ocean. Wow. Is it just like really narrow or something?
Yeah, there's too narrow for a normal ship to pass through.
Got it. So, hey guys, you guys want to do a canal project?
Oh.
Does the bear shit in the woods?
Well, they also shit in the fields. But yes.
Yes. My short answer is yes. God damn it.
Yeah.
How can we make money from this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess we'll start packing up mass construction equipment. I'm assuming again. I'm guessing because we don't have enough manpower, it's going to take time to train up the new guys. We probably a bunch of our miners are just kind of not doing a whole lot, right?
Also, well, with this project, I mean, it's not as all likely, but I'm guessing if you want to sign off, I can help with the security, just to make sure no one's gonna fuck with our workers, no one's gonna steal.
Oh yeah, we'll have Gearman protecting it, but we basically are going to start heavily investing in Hope Valley.
If you want to oversee the construction area, and I'll help oversee the security as along with Kiri as well, if he wants to help out with that as well, with the security and probably also construction.
Absolutely.
Okay, what industries is Hope Valley? Is Hope Valley mainly agricultural?
Agricultural and, well, healing. It's pretty much a
Well-
giant. It's pretty much a giant.
Hmm.
Mostly, it's pretty much a giant.
Heck.
I would say giant hospital and try and look for the war between that. Giant hospital of charity.
Okay, got it. I get what I get what you're saying. Got it. So basically, healing. So they live off of a combination of money sent to the church, who then gives out alms, and as well as what agriculture they can produce out here. I'm assuming it's not a ton.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's time. It's time to bring the Industrial Revolution.
Let's do it. Let's do it, comrade.
Yep. So we are bringing in the king. And who runs this kingdom? Is it the church directly?
Technically, is Lady Sailor of the. Technically, is Lady Sailor of the Sorcerer Council, but Sister Heart from her extension.
Oh, got it. So Sister Heart is the day to day.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I looking for? I'm looking for something. What was it? Trying to find something. I can't find it. But my toucan is gone. My toucan has flown away. Where is my toucan gone?
No.
Oh,
no.
Boy. Like I said,
yeah,
Lady Sailor is the day to day and Major Blood thing is the military advice. If necessary.
So Ty, I'm assuming that basically the mine is at peak output, and it's not a worker shortage. The problem it's a processing it's a processing ability.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming we've heavily stockpiled everything, so we're running out of space that we can keep stuff hidden in.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
got
that
it. So
includes the extended space for the
yeah. So warehouses are filling up there. Things basically we're just kind of waiting on stuff. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I was checking to see when I get my next thing. Handy. When's the next handy? Oh God, 10th level. Guess what happens at 10th level, guys?
I'm back in what?
I'll be getting profession agriculture as my third handy. So I will be agriculture revolution, boys.
So basically, once we do start getting these farms all set up for our little donut business, and then you just level up, you're just gonna tenfold increase the amount of yield we're gonna get.
Again, we're stockpiling right now every material we're coming across, every material we're not selling or using elsewhere. But okay, so what we're going to do is, guys, we're dipping into the stockpiles just because it's near max capacity as it is, and I'm assuming we've got extra miners running around because they can't. If they mine any faster, it's just going to be piles of ore that we can't deal with. So we will transfer
I'll
those.
Say this. It's to the point where something has to get back to hero work in order to pass the time and make some money again.
Okay, got it. So we're grabbing those miners. We are sending out a massive economic fleet to this valley, and we are starting mass construction of a new industrial heartland for them, getting factories online, modernizing farming, everything. So we are going to expand this as well. I'm assuming I need to do a engineering check on that.
Yeah.
To design a canal system.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because this is out of your warehouse, to be honest.
Yeah. Knowledge engineering. Let's do it. 43. Woo!
All right, that's high enough.
Yeah. So we're bringing in the TNT. We're bringing in the blasting clay. We're bringing in our expert miners. We are
Fire
bringing
the
in
hole!
we're bringing in the equivalent of we're bringing in the steam oxen. Probably I'm assuming at some point we developed a bulldozer, a steam shovel, basically basically an old school style crane excavator. We got
I will
Gearman
say this
Watt.
for now. While some of the citizens are annoyed because of the noise, thankfully Emso and the Steam Riders is just good enough to convince them, hey, this is
Yep.
the rave of the future. Don't worry about this. I
Yep.
trust these guys. These are my friends.
Yep. So we're expanding this canal. So this now will open that river now. So this will open up and become a massively safe harbor. Much better than this one over here. We'll prep. We're also bringing the liquid stone in large amounts. So we're preparing. We're even building dockyards out here. Massive ones, dry docks for ships.
So,
We are turning this into
now,
industrial heartland.
now, I don't know if this should be. I don't know. Will this be under Hope Valley's control once the canal's done? Or is it going to be?
Officially, yes,
Hope Valley
but
has
our
Hope Valley
engineers
has
are the
no
ones
gov-
who have to
Hope
maintain
Valley
it.
has no official government. That's
Yeah.
one of the deals the world made
Mhm.
to make sure the Paladin Academy is still there. There's no
Yeah.
official
Uh,
government.
Should we also see about Seawall to where
Yeah.
I'm guessing they can contract to where like we won't have like the Star Force, but basically Gearman Force, guard the canal. In case
Well, I'm thinking we set up two fortresses on either side of this to defend the entryway.
yes,
But that happens a bit later. For now, just general kind of watchtowers.
yeah, just enough
Yeah,
to where they
keep an eye
can.
on things. Yeah. So, yep. Also, I do want to build a massive bridge over the expansion over here to make it transit easier. Because we want to try to control things. So the expansion begins, Industrial Heartland. Could I send out guys to do geological surveys around this kingdom, see if there's any other potentially untapped metal resources?
You can roll at disadvantage because people actually try before it became just a giant charity hospital. People actually tried and failed finding
Okay, got it. So is this a geography check? Is this an engineering check?
good geography.
Engineering. Okay, set a disadvantage. Well, this is gonna suck. 22. I may have hit something.
You may have hit maybe a no, not a diamond mine. I know what a diamond mine.
Yeah.
You may have hit a couple of deposits no one actually uncovered.
Okay. Got it. So they'll have some domestic metal production.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So we won't got it. So okay, so we'll also invest in a mining operation out here too. So Hope Valley's transforming, boys. Now,
Oh,
while I'm in Hope Valley,
note. I'm gonna say it's in the desert, so
got it. So, so it's definitely going to be a lot of professional mining operations, not guys with pickaxes, guys in specialty suits and equipment, things like that. Force multiply. We'll kind of turn into a bit of a propaganda thing. You guys think we should go for propaganda on that one? Oh, look at how advanced our mining operations are. Even in this extreme environment, our guys are fairly comfortable in their barracks. Look at their
yes.
amenities. Look at the material coming out of it every day. Got it.
I
So
would
a bit
also,
of a Potemkin village, a little bit.
yeah, I would say also bring up like maybe throw a little diss at the magic or the council, like saying like how they didn't help this town. We stepped in and like we've improved their lives tenfold.
if you're gonna go against Lady Sarah, you
No.
ain't going to what you call road. You gotta do it with the range.
Yeah. So I'm not going against the local governance. All I am doing is just improving the lives of the people, simply. So, also rail lines are going to start going up in this place here to speed up transport from various areas. So, basically, we're going to mechanize the farming here like we mechanized it in the last kingdom. And it doesn't look like they have any forests, so I'm guessing very little wood production comes from this place.
There's pretty much no.
Got it. Okay. So they have to import that entirely. So, okay. And also, Ty, while I'm here, I am ramping up the propaganda efforts. Getting people to this the ideology of technological progress.
Do so on a normal check because while Enzo will give you an advantage, Sale will take advantage right away.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna re-roll that. Cheat, seriously, it rolled the same damn thing. What the hell?
Probably get 1 or 2 people on his side, but
yeah. 22 to try to convince the people to switch to our side a little bit with the propaganda.
Like I said, you're probably gonna get 1 or 2 people on your side, but
it was some people, not 1 or 2. I'm talking like we're doing massive redevelopment of their economy out here.
well, you just
hiring locals.
you just started, so they don't see the advantage of it yet.
Yep. So yeah. Yep. So.
But
like all these people know is the Paladins when they finally get a graduating class will protect us until they actually send out to somewhere else and
for
later
now.
will heal us.
Yep. But we're slowly starting to encroach, building basically in the time of weakness of this kingdom. We're installing new systems that are alternate replacements.
I will. Everything going on. It seems like. Miss. After Seawall's done with his thing tonight, I got something I want to do real quick.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna basically do the same recruitment tactic of basically trying to recruit people into this order I have, let them know what's going to happen if they decide to join, and that the only way out is only by death. You're here to mainly help serve not only me but to protect William as he has advanced not only our city but other places likewise, and that he will have enemies come after him. We are there to protect him without him even knowing.
I'm going to roll a straight 20 because most of these people are former heroes that are pretty much out of work or too injured to go on.
I gotta imagine it's pretty jarring for them to see steampunk heavy construction equipment coming into their kingdom, though.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Steam, things being towed.
Alright, 9 is suitable out of that 9.
Yeah.
2 go on your side.
So how many people did I talk to?
9.
9 people I talked to, and
two because I had the other one.
Yeah.
Like
So
two's willing to throw away everything or have nothing to lose.
How am I gonna do this? Well, I need to have those other 7 disappear because I can't have them going on about they being recruited to this secret order. How should I do it this time?
Well, you do have a person waiting for another prisoner transfer. If they committed a heinous crime, they might be on the prisoner transfer, and they're probably gonna get cut up thanks to Winston's experiment.
I think that. So the 7 individuals that didn't want to join, with the help of, I will get Kiri to help me, and probably Jim Pan, because I don't want Seawell to know about this yet. So if I get their helps and tell them that they have to keep this secret from William,
Okay.
basically we're going to frame 7 people of very hideous and just horrid crime, so that way they are on that prisoner transfer list. Now, I need to know if, well, first, Kiri, are you okay with this?
Sure.
Is Kiri still in here?
Is Kiri here? Lose him?
Beb? And oh my god, the judge actually might pull this off.
Frame them for crimes that have no evidence that points to them. Then we'll get them on that prisoner list.
Alright, well, what crimes do you think about framing them for? I mean, it has to be heinous for them to put on the prisoner transport, or is it just going right?
So what? All right. So what type of crimes do you usually have to go for a prison to go to the prison island?
Rape, murder, attempted murder, noble, attempted murder, one of the members of the council, like, but
So you said
backstabbing your opponent for a party.
So you said attempted murder. So like they can try to kill a normal person, they would be sent to prison island.
Yep, but you have to convince
Okay.
them because they still have face trial.
All right. So for I say 3 of them. Between so I'll have 3 of them frame them for murder, and how I'll do it is we'll have it to where we'll see them hang out in the tavern or something, and then like we'll spike their drink with a lot of alcohol, and like they feel drunk, and they're gonna rent a room in the tavern. Not Enzo's tavern. We're gonna do this in another tavern, so we don't ruin our reputation in Enzo's tavern, and also not her father's tavern, because that would be really bad. Probably as they're leaving, after they're drunk, they're heading home, they're wobbling and stuff. Maybe they just turn across a alleyway, thinking they can get home, and then like 2 minutes later, we hear yelling and screaming. The gearmen come to investigate, and dear God, this dude in a drunken fit of rage or whatever just killed this innocent man, slammed his bottle and fucking stabbed him with it. Dude's passed out drunk, but we could see him. We could see the bottle that he's used to stab him still in his hand. So we're gonna do 3 of them to basically they were so drunk that either they stabbed I wouldn't say a homeless person, but like just someone else in the community, and like either tried to kill them, or it's someone to where we can, like one of my loyal gearmen or one of the other loyal members I have, to basically testify that yes, he got stabbed. He was trying to stab me like he was trying to kill me. And then the other 4, we will try to do the rape accusation, aka they tried to rape someone also drunk as well. They don't remember. All remember is we hear a female screaming, and we run over, and he's on top of the woman just about to rape her. We stop him before he tries.
Alright, and Champ actually came up with something interesting. You have the spell dress corpse on your system. If you could grow it, and if it's successful, then
Oh,
everything will go just as you imagined. Scrap.
Jim Pan's rolling something.
Yeah, Yeah, he posted a spell on a thing called Fresh Corp.
Yeah, any way we can make this seem very believable, Jinpan, will be very effective for our...
The Scarf's the spell.
Roll a straight up DC for the
And
gearman to
no
see if
saving.
they actually work.
If anyone attempts perception plus 10 plus your caster level.
Well, it doesn't matter. Unless you roll a step E1, they all fail. But remember, the DC is 15 and they all rolled 11.
Is Jinpan still rolling?
Say again?
I said, is Jinpan still rolling, or do we know the results?
Jimpan?
I don't roll anything.
Oh, okay. So I already failed it. So I rolled and they all failed already. So yeah, you could do that very easily. I'll see if I can.
All right, so like very believable. You know, either they did the crime or like we just barely caught them at the end of the crime. All that stuff, you know, very believable and everything that they've done it.
And I say this because of the very manipulative situation. This will be the 1 in a million times you actually fool the blind judge. So all of them are being locked in chains and waiting for the transport, which will be in a week.
All right, good. So far, it's been going well. We only have, I think, we have a total. I have a total of like what 4 people now in my
Yeah,
order.
yeah.
So we're making slow progress. Hey, it's something. So immediately get them trained. Have the both senior members train them on basic espionage, blending in with the crowd. You know, your new identity, and basically stay in the shadows. Your main job is this, like the primary job is to keep William safe and act as either bodyguards unknownly for him or as assassins as well.
And it's pretty much going to be the same as always. The former Secret Service agent will teach them how to basically do espionage, spies, missions, and look out what for. Your first recruit is going to teach the same thing, but but also like make sure you wash your back, make sure that the target's not sneaking up or hiding in plain sight or something like that.
Yes. All right. We'll have to. I'll come up with more ways of making people. I mean, sending people to Prison Island is all good, but we can't always rely on that. So we will have to
But
work on.
remember, the more people sent to Prison Island, pretty much the stronger that the Hell Knight can become after
Yeah,
you experiment with them.
yeah. I don't want that. I mean, 7 was a big number or 7 people to reject. I'll probably ask like every now and then when I'm looking for new recruits, I will lower it to 3 people. They'll ask 3 people if they want to join. And if 1 or 2 of them says no, or all 3 of them, it's much more easier to either fake their deaths than think of a whole group on how to get them out of the picture. So, alrighty, I think
And I
that is it.
think, yeah, because I think even Seawall found.
So you
Oh.
need?
Oh, he's still here.
Yes.
Anything needs before we close out for the night? Well,
I mean, as I said, pushing propaganda, building stuff up. Looks like we got lucky and found some mineral resources for this kingdom. But again, I'm guessing we're going to have a bit of a time jump because since we're doing a lot, building up a bunch of new things.
yeah. One quick question before we go. Did anyone actually hide the scythe?
Yes, it's probably hidden in one of our, probably hidden deep in the castle, in one of the hidden dungeons.
All right. So here's what's happening. After Margaret says we can't find the scythe, no one knows where it is because I assume only the most trusted gearmen know where that thing is, right?
Only the most trusted gearmen know we even have the damn thing. We
Alright.
don't tell them where we keep it.
Then he's going to then her father's going to relay another order, and by the time the prisoner transport comes in with the princess in hand, and the seventh gearman is part of the prisoner transport. You see Margaret walked up with a giant magic, like not a sword, like a serrated sword.
Okay. Wait, are our guys arrested or just hired as additional security?
Huh?
You said there were some gearmen with them. Are they hired as additional security? Are they arrested?
They're being arrested because they rejected what's called offer.
Oh, wait. Okay,
Wait,
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have to lower the numbers.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Because I was confused as to why they'd be arrested.
You probably would have got reports of them being caught either attempted murder or attempted or actual rape.
Okay.
The evidence was clear.
And because of Jim Pan's spell, he actually pulled it. He actually everything fooled the blind judge, so they got the guilty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the prince. So yeah, you see Margaret walk around with giant serrated sword.
Okay.
No, nor you actually sell. You could tell it's very magical in nature. And she's walking to the ship, and if you're on the dock, she bows to you like, "I'm sorry I had to wait so long. Sadly, I didn't find the scythe, so I had to go up north to for the what you call it shop, blacksmith shop and magic shop to have this created. That's my father's project, that is." But we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Apparently, there's a wedding. In the middle of town,
Oh.
and you can pretty much guess which wedding that is. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I believe I know which.
Let's just say there's a very pissed off king because the way is not in his castle.
Yep. Also, before she leaves,
I'm
will.
actually wondering, guys. I need to make some food and take a nap. I'm tired.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
All right,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
all right.
It's fine. I'm gonna see you guys later.
Continue. Before he leaves, we're on the princess and Margaret's right there.
Yeah, before she gets back in the prisoner boat, I will give her some of the donuts and say, "Here, little treat for you. I know you had some difficulty, but here's something that at least if you ever want to come back, we just made these. So tell me what you think."
She passes it over to princess, and they took her back, and like, you know what? When we come back for the wedding, we'll definitely be eating these.
I'm glad you like them. We just started making them. We're calling them donuts.
Oh, nuts.
That's what we're.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, apparently, even the king likes it.
do you think they speak to us like, do you think we think something for your father? Like, no, I'm still pissed down for that project. But Lord, but Lords is over daughters, so whatever.
But, Kiri. Oh, wait, no, Kiri's not here.
Curious not here, and so is Seawall. So I guess this is the end of
I will.
the discussion.
So yeah, they get
I
normal
am.
donuts, but then
Kiri is
they
here.
both. No, that's Jim Pan.
I am here.
But I will give each of them one. So like each of them has like 5 regular donuts, but then each of them have one special donut, which is the alcohol donut that we've been working on.
That would be interesting. We'll figure out we'll figure out what happens next session because obviously
Oh yeah.
between that you're gonna do the thing and then next session will be the wedding. So what happens?
Yeah, I need to yeah, Ty, I think they're right as of now. Or when I do start recruiting more people to this order, I'm gonna limit it to 3 people.
Alright, so I'll just roll a d4 and then take away 1.
Yeah, because I'm not really. It's not
Because
like I
remember,
don't want.
like I said, you're going for the blind judge so long before he says his magic and then gives a not guilty verdict, and then the floodgates will open.
Okay, I would
Yeah,
have wanted to.
Huh?
yeah. Yeah, so
Anyway, fellas,
yeah.
I hope you have fun.
Oh yeah, especially the donut making. I can't wait to see how you're gonna name this episode.
I don't know what name of this episode either. I don't
Uh,
know the donut making episode. Maybe that's the name of this episode.
donuts, canals, and weddings.
Like donut. No, it's a buddy episodes next week. So I did next section. So I did donuts, canals, and boat building
right.
projects.
Build canal, yeah, canal building, donut making, framing people.
Alright, there you go.
There's your title right there.
Anyway, let me get this uploaded and prepare for movie night that I didn't movies I didn't show yesterday because I was dead tired and had one show to play. Anyway, see ya.
Take care. Nice playing with y'all.